Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Murray. Hi, Brett. My name is Jennifer Spina. I am excited to begin working with you guys. I wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. I've been teaching in one capacity or another for about 22 years. This is my first experience with online education. I'm pretty excited about this new opportunity and figuring it out as we go. So I appreciate you watching this and getting ready to work with you. So I have had the opportunity to go over and evaluate your ACT information, and from what I can see, I have some good areas of strength and confidence, it looks like, in some of the written work, reading, and some areas like that, but do have some areas of weakness in some of the mathematics subject areas as well as some science. So I think that the best plan of action for us will be to specifically address some areas in science and math, and after I analyzed some of the subject areas and looked at some of the commonality in between them, I feel like we should specifically focus on, in science, the area of evaluation of models, inferences, and experimental results. And then that kind of ties in with an area in your math that you showed a lower score as well, with statistics and probability. So I looked at some of the math standards, and specifically in data and probability, statistics and probability. And I think that I would like to start practicing, working with you, exploring digging a little bit deeper in the area of the standard that's standard A2, D2, which is analyzing, let me get that information exactly, analyzing statistical thinking and drawing inferences, making predictions, and justifying conclusions. And I felt like that would be a good area for us to start, because we can do some real life application with that, both in the areas of science and in math. And I think that once that you've gotten in that area, you have gotten a little bit stronger in that area, we can move on to some of the other areas in both science and math and address those areas as well. But I think that analyzing data and understanding some statistics and being able to apply that is going to be kind of a broad area that will, when you have that confidence and that strength, that's going to make you a stronger learner and a better test taker, especially when it comes to taking the ACT. Now, we won't be working by ourselves. We will be working in addition to myself, the time that we spend, we will be working with another EPIC teacher, a math teacher specifically, who leads a weekly study group, and he'll have a little bit more experience in those things, and he'll be able to give you a little bit more in-depth and deeper understanding. So my plan of attack to start with is we will do a pre-test, and those questions will be focusing on combinations and permutations, representing and determining probability, collecting and interpreting data, and then both compiling and understanding bar graphs. And then we'll work on those things together until you feel more confident in those areas, that you are comfortable in both putting those things together as well as taking a scenario and reading it, understanding it, and then solving the problem and coming up with a correct answer, because obviously correct answers are what we want to end up with. And then after we've done that, we will go ahead and take a post-test, which will be the same pre-test as the pre-test, and then we'll compare the scores. And if we feel like you have a good understanding of that and you're comfortable with that, we'll evaluate what the next step should be, and we'll go on to one of those other areas of weakness that you had, that we were able to determine from the evaluation of your ACT, and we will make a plan to address those as well. So let me know if you have any questions. If this is something that you feel like is going to be helpful, we'll go ahead and move forward with that. If you feel like you need some different type of instruction, please let me know that, because I want to be available to you. If you feel like we need to meet, if you would learn better in a small group, that's another option we can do as well. I want to make it where you feel comfortable and you get the knowledge that you need, as well as when you take that test next time, you're going to have the scores that you need to be able to make those benchmarks. Okay, so I will look forward to visiting with you more at another time. See you later. Thanks.